everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates reveal it's the end of an era for Ashley Jones, Bridget Forrester, as she says goodbye. But it's not what you might think. She's not saying goodbye to the CBS soap, just to the studios where it was filmed until very recently. B has filmed at the CBS studios since its premiere in 1987, the same studio as its sister soap, The Young and the Restless. That's 38 years. Considering the length of time filming on the same soundstage in the same studio, that truly can be said it's the end of an era. Ashley said goodbye to the home of the CBS soap like it was an old friend. It was a very emotional post she shared with followers. Ashley has been playing Bridget Forrester since 2004, per IMDb, a total of 809 episodes since the site was last updated. That is certainly enough time to feel like one's workplace is their home away from home. Jones shared a behind-the-scenes video from the CBS studios set on her Instagram account. In the video, she strolls around the soundstage while saying her goodbyes. In June, it was announced that the show would be moving to Sunset Las Palmas Studios in August. The cast and crew bid farewell just last week, and Jones was among them. In her video, she expressed, "Goodbye stage 31. B&B is moving studios after nearly 4 decades. She became emotional as she gazed at the posters that displayed B&B. So many years spent here, it's unbelievable, so emotional," Jones said. For the final time, she entered stage 31 as she recorded her last scenes at the studio. In her caption, Jones reflected on the memories created. She remembered the first time she stepped into this studio. "End of an era. I first walked these halls at TV City as a teenager on Y&R. I grew up here, many of us did. We've experienced a lot of life together in these halls," Jones expressed. "Loves have come and gone, marriages, babies, heartbreak, and successes. Much has occurred outside the show." Jones reminisces about the relationships and friendships she has formed. "These are the halls where I made some of my closest friends in the world," she added. "These are the halls that provided me with a rich life, taking me around the globe and back." After nearly 2 decades of portraying the compassionate, complex, and often overlooked Dr. Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones is officially saying farewell to the bold and the beautiful. In a surprising but emotionally charged twist, Bridget's exit storyline will send shockwaves through the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families, with long hidden secrets, long overdue confrontations, and one final act of redemption. This isn't just an ordinary send-off. It's a deeply woven tale that will bring long-awaited closure to Bridget's legacy. One filled with heartache, triumph, and bittersweet revelations. The character who once stood quietly in the shadows of Brooke Logan's endless romantic sagas will finally find her voice, take a stand, and leave on her own terms. Chapter 1. Bridget's Breaking Point. Bridget has always been the heart and soul of her family, a brilliant doctor, a devoted daughter, and a forgiving sister. But after the recent medical crisis involving Luna, Bridget was left to clean up yet another emotional mess her family caused. The endless cycle of dysfunction has finally caught up to her. As July begins, Bridget starts to feel the weight of years of compromise pressing down on her. She's exhausted. The facade of the always resilient daughter begins to crack. After working tirelessly on Luna's recovery, only to be pushed aside in favor of hospital politics and ego-driven decisions from her mother, Bridget makes a shocking decision. She will resign from her position at University Hospital and from her role as the family's fixer. Brooke is stunned when Bridget delivers the news at the Forrester mansion. "I've given everything to this family, my time, my love, my career. And somehow I always end up the one left hurting," Bridget says, tears glistening in her eyes. "I thought I'd healed from everything that happened between you and Deacon, between you and Nick. But the truth is I never did, and I can't pretend anymore." Chapter 2. Ridge's Secret Guilt. The news of Bridget's departure spreads quickly through the Forrester family. Ridge, feeling a deep pang of regret, reaches out to her with a personal confession. He invites Bridget to meet at Eric's estate for what turns out to be a deeply personal and raw conversation. Ridge admits that over the years, he's silently carried guilt over never standing up for Bridget more forcefully when Brooke's relationships with her men, Deacon, Nick, Owen, tore Bridget's life apart. "I always thought you'd bounce back, that you were strong enough to deal with it. But I realize now, that strength came at the cost of your happiness." In an emotional scene that feels more like a father-daughter moment than anything we've seen between them before, Bridget forgives Ridge, but also tells him something he never expected to hear. "I don't want forgiveness or another apology. I want freedom. I want to start living my life, not the one my family scripted for me." Chapter 3. Eric and Donna's last wish for Bridget. Eric Forrester has always held a soft spot for Bridget, and her decision to leave stirs something deep within him. With Donna by his side, he arranges a quiet garden brunch for Bridget, a symbolic family goodbye, filled with soft music, old photo albums, and shared memories. Eric presents her with a vintage medical journal that Stephanie once gifted him, one that belonged to Bridget's grandmother. "This was meant to be passed down to someone who heals. You're the embodiment of that, Bridget. Even if your healing takes you away from us." Donna, emotional, says, "I never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be just like you." This is the first of many scenes that begin to feel like a farewell tour through Bridget's impact over the years, not loud or dramatic, but gentle, filled with love and longing. Chapter 4. Brooke and Bridget. The Final Reckoning. The scene every longtime viewer has been waiting for arrives on a Friday cliffhanger. Brooke storms into Bridget's loft after hearing from Ridge that Bridget's leaving town, possibly forever. Their argument starts as a whisper and rises into full-blown catharsis. "You're running away again, Bridget. Just like when you went to Africa and then New York, you disappear and I'm left with the guilt. I'm not running, I'm choosing myself for once, something you never taught me how to do." Bridget unloads years of buried trauma. The betrayal with Deacon, the heartbreak with Nick, the loss of her baby, the pressure to always smile through it. And Brooke, for once, listens. No justifications, no self-pity. "Then I'll support you, however I can," Brooke whispers through tears. "Even if it breaks my heart." They embrace in one of the most emotionally devastating scenes of the year, a long overdue closing of a painful chapter. Chapter 5. A Goodbye with Hope. Hope Logan, who was once at the center of Bridget and Deacon's greatest scandal, surprises Bridget with a simple but poignant gift, a hand-bound book of poetry that Bridget once gave her as a child. Hope found it hidden in Brooke's closet and thought Bridget should have it back. "Whatever happened with our parents, I never stopped looking up to you." The gesture surprises Bridget, who always kept a quiet distance from Hope, unsure how to process her feelings about being betrayed and becoming a sister to the daughter of her own husband. Their conversation is filled with quiet grace, and it ends with Bridget offering Hope one last piece of wisdom: "Don't let your mother's mistakes shape your destiny. Make your own." Chapter 6. Deacon's Apology. In a twist that's been brewing for years, Deacon Sharp tracks Bridget down just days before her departure. Now a successful restaurant owner and no longer the reckless bad boy, Deacon asks for just one moment of honesty, no scripts, no pretending. "I ruined the best thing that ever happened to me, and I've lived with that every day. I don't expect forgiveness. But I want you to know I did love you." Bridget, perhaps for the first time, doesn't flinch at his words. "I believe you. But that love wasn't enough, and it never should have cost me my dignity." She forgives him, not with a kiss or a tearful reunion, but with a quiet nod, one that says she's released herself from the past. Chapter 7. The Departure. Bridget doesn't leave in a limo or on a plane with some new love interest. No, the bold and the beautiful gives her a more grounded and deeply reflective exit. As she loads up her car for a cross-country road trip, no clear destination, just freedom, she takes one last look at the Forrester estate. Eric and Ridge wave from the patio. Brooke stands at the doorway, clutching an old family photo. She hugs Finn, who had worked closely with her during Luna's ordeal. Their bond, one of mutual respect, hints that Bridget's departure isn't the end of her medical career, just a change in scenery. Then comes the most unexpected moment. Zen shows up. Quiet, nervous, unsure. I know this probably isn't the right time, but if you ever come back to LA, maybe we can have dinner? Bridget smiles. If I ever come back, I'll hold you to that. Chapter 8. Ashley Jones breaks character. In a rare behind-the-scenes featurette airing after Bridget's final episode, the bold and the beautiful pays tribute to Ashley Jones with a montage of her best moments. From young medical student, to betrayed wife, to determined mother, to the wise healer she became. Ashley breaks down in tears during her exit interview. This character has given me so much. Bridget taught me grace. She taught me strength. And she taught me that even quiet women can make the loudest impact. She thanks the cast, the crew, and especially the fans. Those who stood by Bridget even when the storyline didn't. Final thoughts. The end of an era, or the start of something new. As the closing credits roll, fans are left with a lingering sense of both loss and hope. Bridget Forrester may be driving off into the unknown, but her legacy will never fade. Ashley Jones' exit feels definitive, but in the world of soaps, nothing is ever truly final. Whispers behind the scenes hint that this may not be goodbye forever, but a much-needed pause. Still, if this is the end, it's one of the most graceful and poetic character send-offs in Bold and the Beautiful history. Bridget wasn't always the main character. She didn't scream the loudest or love the wildest, but she was the heart, the pulse, the quiet strength in a family of chaos. And now she's free. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.